parents, we all know that moment. Our child suddenly covers their ears in a noisy restaurant, or they melt down at the grocery store, or become completely overwhelmed by the tags in their clothing. While some might dismiss these as behavioral issues or suggest your child will just grow out of it, what if these reactions are actually signs of something deeper happening in your child's nervous system? Now, what if understanding the neurological basis of overstimulation could unlock the answers you've been searching for and finally provide real, lasting solutions for your child's sensory challenges? Now, we made this video today for parents whose children struggle with sensory overload and overstimulation, whether they've been diagnosed with conditions like autism and ADHD or sensory processing disorder, or if they simply are showing signs of being easily overwhelmed by their environment. We'll explore overstimulation from a neurological perspective, revealing how what we call the perfect storm of factors can impact your child's nervous system development and sensory processing. Now, more importantly, you'll discover how neurologically focused chiropractic care can address the root cause of these challenges and not just manage the symptoms. Now, we want to start off with a little bit of research. The CDC has said that up to 40% of school-age children today suffer from at least one chronic health condition, with sensory processing issues being increasingly common in today's age. Traditional approaches that we often use often focus on avoiding triggers or just managing those symptoms. But these solutions miss that underlying neurological imbalance that creates all this sensory overload. The medical system tends to view these challenges through a separate diagnostic lens, labeling things as autism and ADHD and anxiety, when they're often connected by one common thread: nervous system dysregulation. So that's the main thing we want to talk about today, is how understanding overstimulation from that neurological perspective, and it occurs when the brain receives more sensory input than it can effectively process. Now, we like to think of it as a traffic jam in a nervous system. Too many signals trying to get through all at once just doesn't work. And it's not just about behavior, it's about how your child's brain and nervous system are functioning as a whole. And that's why the role of the autonomic nervous system is so important. Now, the ANS has two key branches: the sympathetic, the fight or flight, and then the parasympathetic, the rest and digest. When subluxation occurs in the body, children get stuck in that sympathetic fight or flight dominance. And this can create a cascade of effects, whether it's difficulty sleeping, digestive issues, emotional dysregulation, and that can happen with overstimulation that starts from that perfect storm of factors that contributes to all that sensory challenge. We start off with prenatal stress that can impact the fetal brain development and sensory processing. Birth interventions contribute, like C-sections and forceps use and vacuum extractions, that can create physical stress on the nervous system at a very early age when it's more susceptible. Now, we also see it as the kids grow, and we see early childhood stressors and environmental factors that further impact that nervous system development, whether it be toxins from food or medicine or the environment itself. Now, we often see many signs when children are overstimulated. We've all seen, when certain kids get headaches or nausea or fatigue. We see those emotional signs: irritability, anxiety, emotional outbursts, and then the behavioral indicators of, difficulty focusing in school, meltdowns, or seeking quiet spaces when things get overwhelming. Now, how does this all fit? How does neurologically focused chiropractic care help? We use insight scans to identify areas of subluxation that cause that nervous system dysregulation. Precise adjustments that we use help release that sympathetic stress and activate the parasympathetic system for better regulation. This addresses the root cause rather than just managing a lot of different systems. So that's why, if you're tired of watching your child struggle with sensory overload and are ready to address the root cause of their challenges, it's time to explore neurologically focused chiropractic. At 3T Family Chiropractic in Olathe, Kansas, we use state-of-the-art insight scanning technology to identify exactly where the child's nervous system is and where it needs support, so that we can create a customized care plan that targets their specific needs. Now, the first step towards real lasting change is to measure how the child's nervous system is regulating and adapting to the environment, and this can be done with these scans. The scans that we use are non-invasive, they're gentle, and they can be done with the child sitting right on you or in your lap. Then we can see from those results how the sensory system is adapting to the world around them, and then we see how and where it is stressed, and more importantly, how we can help it. So visit the link in our bio or comment below to learn more. We would love to help your child experience the world without being overwhelmed by it.